Actress falls in love with her on-screen dad and gets pregnant. Let's check it out.
With her secret relationship on the verge of being revealed, a famous actress retreats to a cabin in the woods to escape the press. However, the celebrity being alone in the woods allows numerous people to finally have a chance to corner her. Beth rushes her daughter Lauren to attend an audition for a TV show. The young Lauren waits patiently to be called, switching between reading her lines and looking around the office to calm her nerves. Finally, Lauren is the last to be called, so Beth hurries her to meet the casting crew. As she heads to the room, the aspiring actress looks back at her mother for support, but the woman isn't even looking at her. Disappointed, Lauren attends the audition. Years later, a tearful Lauren wakes up to horrible news. Hollywood is shaken by a cyber hack that releases private photos and information of celebrities, including Lauren. Intimate photos of her were posted online, yet the most shocking of them was of her positive pregnancy test. To get away from the buzz, her assistant, Grace, looks for a remote house for Lauren to escape to until the scandal is forgotten. She even offers to stay with the celebrity during her retreat, but the actress decides that she needs time alone. Before she leaves, the woman thanks her assistant, but shares her worry that people would find out her secret. While driving to the cabin with her dog, Georgie, Lauren contacts her
Isn't this the chick from Game of Thrones?
Who assures her that they're investigating the hacking incident already. However, the agent brings up the positive test as their TV network has concerns. Sensing her hesitation, Andrea implies that they can make it look like it was Grace's test. Lauren refuses and disconnects the call without confirming her situation. The actress reaches the mountains and eventually makes a pit stop to let her dog out. During this, her mother calls, rambling about how the recent issue is embarrassing for her. The actress scoffs at this and calls her out on enjoying a lavish lifestyle by pushing her own child to work instead. Dropping the topic, Beth asks who the father of her child is, and Lauren snaps, reminding her mother that she was there when it happened. The woman soon arrives at the cabin and admires the place. Unbeknownst to her, the place is rigged with multiple hidden cameras.
Oh, that's pretty shitty.
Installed by the rental home's caretaker, Marcus. The man watches his guest from his phone and instantly recognizes her as the actress he's currently watching on TV. At night, the actress can't help but check news articles about her, stressing her out even further. This reminds her of a day while filming her hit TV sitcom, The Johnsons. She filmed a scene where her on-screen boyfriend abandoned her. Her on-screen father, Peter, comforted her in front of the audience.
Oh, shit!
Behind closed doors, however, Lauren and Peter were in a secret relationship. In the present, Marcus is with his uncle, Darren, and their friend, Merg, who are frustrated about money. Darren wonders if they can get some cash from a guest at the cabin, but Marcus lies that the place hasn't gotten any new clients yet. Suspicious, Darren reminds his nephew that he's staying at his house, so he shouldn't hold out on them. He also threatens to reveal to the cabin's owner that he installed those cameras to spy on her clients. Still, Marcus insists that the cabin is empty. Late at night, Lauren wakes up to Peter calling her. He demands to know where she is, but the actress refuses to see him, asserting that he's not in control of her anymore. To bait her, Peter professes his love for her and promises to do everything so they can be together without jeopardizing their careers. He then implies that he'd arrange and pay to have her condition removed. When she still refuses, the actor reprimands her for playing victim, even calling her names to belittle her.
God damn.
However, when Lauren decides to hang up, Peter begs for her to listen just before she ends the call. The frustrated actor throws a tantrum over this, ranting to a man named Croft how he made Lauren famous, and now she's a threat to his entire life. Croft assures him that he can take care of this situation as long as he can afford it. He implies how previous issues of famous people were handled with a sudden death, assuring Peter that his ways will make Lauren's accident believable. Hours later, Georgie detects rats in the walls, waking Lauren. She freshens up in the bathroom, unaware that Marcus was also awakened to her activities. He watches as she heads back to bed, and eventually, both of them fall asleep. Darren, however, also awakens in the middle of the night and finds his nephew asleep on the couch. He uses the chance to check the man's phone and discover that the actress is staying in the cabin. He quietly wakes Merg, and the two rush to the cabin to steal from the celebrity.
But she's not much.
Just as they arrive, Marcus wakes up and realizes that his companions and his phone are gone. So the man races on his bike to be his favorite actress's hero. Soon enough, Lauren wakes to Georgie's barking as the dog senses the unwelcome guests. The actress spots the intruders unlocking the front door, so she speeds back to the bedroom to hide. Georgie lunges at the thieves but gets scared when they shoot, making the dog run to the woods while the intruders head in. They follow the actress to the bedroom just as she locks herself in a panic room. They laugh at this as they're only after her belongings, which are scattered in the bedroom. Darren proceeds to take some of the items, but Murg, who's under the influence, gets fixated on seeing the actress. He tries to break into the panic room, but Darren stops him, reminding him that they're only there to steal, not hurt the woman. Murg insists on having fun, even brandishing his gun to threaten his accomplice.
Wow.
Darren points out that Lauren hasn't seen their faces, so they can get away with robbing her. If they break into her room, she can identify them and get them arrested. This would be worse for both of them, as they don't have clean records. Still, Murg insists that they can scare the actress enough to make her not talk.
Nope.
Just then,
Never works.
Marcus arrives and confronts the two.
Never works.
This leads to an altercation, with Murg accidentally pulling the trigger, sending a bullet into the wall. Darren manages to take the gun from Murg, calming him for the moment. Murg then starts deflecting the blame on Darren, and Lauren, desperate for them to leave, calls out to the thieves. She allows them to take her belongings and promises not to tell anyone if they leave her alone. Despite this, Murg tries breaking down the door again until his companions pull him away.
Guy's
In the
desperate,
scuttle,
bro.
however, Marcus gets accidentally shot. Marcus begs his uncle to help, but given that both Darren and Murg will be thrown in prison if they take him to the hospital, they decide to end his life instead. With a heavy heart, Murg shoots Marcus in the head, bleeding all over Lauren's bed.
Oh, that is insane.
Darren deflects
That's
the
some
blame onto
stupid
Lauren,
shit.
banging
What? That is some stupid shit right there, man.
on the scared actress's door as she whimpers. Murg finally decides to leave the woman, but they have to clean up and get rid of Marcus's body.
They should kill
His
him.
presence there links them to the scene. With no choice, the two head out. Upon hearing the front door slam, Lauren tries to step out, only to find that Darren's outburst had broken the knob. This leaves her trapped. She peeks through the hole where the knob was and sees Marcus's body on her bed. Panicked, she tries breaking the door down and screaming for help, but to no avail.
Yeah, because she's in a panic room
Morning
now.
comes, and Lauren wakes up, still trapped. With no chance of escaping, she sobs and apologizes to her unborn child. Just then, she hears the pipes that connect to the boiler inside the panic room. Thinking that there has to be another opening in the room, Lauren checks around for a way out. She tears through the wallpaper and attempts to break the walls, but the dehydrated and starved woman gets too tired quickly. She then hears rats, and knowing that they must have a way to get around, she tries breaking the walls again, but to no avail.
The panic room for a reason.
Lauren hears someone arriving, only to find that it's Darren and Murg, who return to clean up Marcus's body. She offers to help the men cover up their crimes if they set her free, even promising to pay them. When they don't agree, Lauren comes up with a story. She offers to testify that Marcus was her stalker who tried to attack her, but after she managed to hide, he decided to end himself. Darren considers this, but Murg doubts the woman, so he starts firing into the door, only for the bullets to ricochet. Darren gets hit on the arm, and Murg accidentally bounces a bullet right to his own head.
Oh,
As the
idiot!
remaining thief processes what happened, Lauren begs him to let her go again, stressing that she's pregnant. In the end, however, Darren decides to leave that evening. The man takes himself to the hospital while Lauren sleeps on the floor. She dreams of when her show introduced a new actor, Dylan, who played her on-screen boyfriend. Dylan implied that something might spark between them in real life, which the actress laughed about. Their conversation was interrupted when Peter asked to speak to Lauren alone. This was the moment the man targeted his younger co-star. In the present, the woman wakes to rats crawling on the floor. Knowing that the vermin must have entered
That's
from
some scary
somewhere,
shit right there.
she tries to turn on the faulty light bulb to see, but this electrocutes her as the light switch has been pulled out, leaving its wires bare. As she kneels over in pain, she discovers a broken metal pipe, which she uses to kill a rat in a frenzy.
She eats it.
Meanwhile,
She
Darren
eats
is
it.
admitted to the hospital,
She's gonna eat
where
it.
the doctors have alerted the police. The doctor also mentions that he was rambling about a pregnant woman trapped somewhere, but since Darren is currently unconscious after his surgery, they can't interrogate him yet. Later on, Lauren sees that one of the pipes is leaking, so she manages to drink a few drops of water. She then uses the pipe to break the walls, determined to survive. In the morning, Georgie, her dog, is discovered by a passerby, Loretta. After hours of slamming the pipe on the wall, Lauren manages to make a hole, which opens to a rat's nest. From the nest, she finds a small hammer, but before she can celebrate, the leaking pipe bursts, dousing her with water. Elsewhere, Loretta takes Georgie to the vet.
Well, at least she got water, so she won't be dehydrated now.
Registered on the dog's chip, but the owner isn't picking up, so Loretta takes a photo of Georgie to post on social media. The owner, however, is still trapped in the panic room, which is now filling up with water.
Oh,
Making
snap.
matters worse, the wall she's been breaking through ends with a bricked surface, which she can't destroy with the pipe. With no choice, she aims for another part of the wall. During this, the police visit Darren's house and interrogate his landlord. They learn that Darren's nephew worked for an Airbnb cabin, but the police switch their focus to a bloodied shirt they discover in the bedroom. While Lauren continues her fight to escape, Loretta receives numerous replies to her post about Georgie, leading her to discover that she's the actress's dog. She then receives a call from Croft, who interrogates her about where she found Georgie. The woman hesitates in giving the information, not knowing that the man was only using the call to track her phone's location. This gives him an idea where Lauren might be. Meanwhile, Darren finally wakes up in the hospital, allowing the police to interrogate him. They ask him about Merg and Marcus, but the man claims ignorance about their whereabouts. When asked how he got shot, he claims to have done it to himself accidentally while trying to shoot a padlock. The police know he's lying, pointing out that they found the bloodied shirt in his house. Hearing this, Darren decides to lawyer up. After hitting another brick wall, Lauren switches plans and uses the small hammer to undo the door's hinges. Elsewhere, Croft visits the only veterinary clinic near Loretta's location, allowing him to find Georgie. He claims to be working for the dog's owner, so he asks the vet, Dr. Murphy, where Georgie was found, since his client might be hurt as well. The vet doesn't know, so Croft gives him his number, asking him to call if Loretta visits. The water in the panic room reaches up to Lauren's waist by the time she removes the first hinge on the door. She starts working on the next one while Dr. Murphy calls Loretta, as he's panicking over people asking about Georgie. Because of this, Loretta leaves work early to pick up the dog. At the hospital, Darren tricks a doctor into uncuffing him, allowing him to walk out just in time for a panicked husband to arrive with his pregnant wife. With the couple distracted, Darren steals their car keys and drives off. Loretta soon
Darren's a badass though. That guy's crazy.
Croft is waiting in the parking lot to tail her. At the house, Lauren removes the second hinge, so she starts working on the last one, which is underwater. While Loretta drives up the mountain to head home, Georgie starts barking when they reach the road towards the cabin. Thinking the dog just needs to relieve herself, the woman stops the car, but Georgie jumps out and runs. Meanwhile, Darren has just arrived at the house to check on Lauren, but hears Georgie and Loretta approaching. The woman assumes that Georgie just ran back to her house, so she starts knocking on the door. Lauren also overhears Georgie barking outside, but with the water rising, she realizes that it'll soon
That's some
reach the broken wires on
air-sealed
the
door,
wall.
man. That room's
If
air-sealed.
it does, she'll be electrocuted, so Lauren hurries. When no one answers the door, Loretta circles the house to peek into the windows. This leads to her discovering Merg and Marcus's bodies just as Darren grabs her. He pulls her to the woods, only to be stopped when Croft raises his gun at him, demanding Lauren's location. Darren stammers in shock, so an impatient Croft shoots him dead. During this,
Don't trust
police
this.
receive a tip regarding where Marcus was
Don't trust
employed.
this guy.
At
Because
the
he's out to
cabin,
kill
Croft
Lauren
breaks
as well.
in to search for Lauren with Loretta in tow. They discover the crime scene in the bedroom, and with the sound of thumping from the panic room door, Croft realizes that Lauren is trapped inside. He calls Peter to demand more money as the situation with Lauren is now more complicated. The actor agrees, so Croft waits, knowing that Lauren will soon drown. Confused, Loretta asks why he's not saving the woman, so he raises his gun at her, only for the actress to finally break free. The door topples over Croft, and Lauren spills out of her prison. Loretta checks in on the woman and helps her up, but the hired killer starts shooting. Lauren grabs her pipe before racing out, while Loretta tries to knock the man out with a lamp. This doesn't work, and earns her a slap instead.
Oh man.
Meanwhile,
At least she didn't
Lauren
die.
finds the front door locked.
Not
so
yet,
she
at
hides
least.
in the attic. Croft is quick to follow her wet footsteps, but the woman manages to hit him with the pipe from behind, knocking him out. His phone starts ringing, so the actress checks and recognizes Peter's voice, realizing that he hired the man to kill her. Just then, Croft wakes up and chokes the woman, but in her fury, she slams the pipe on his head repeatedly, finally ending a life just as police sirens wail from outside. The officers arrive and arrest the bloodied woman, only to realize that she's the famous actress. As Lauren and Loretta recover, a crowd gathers to see the actress in cuffs. Knowing that she was the victim of all these, Loretta vouches for her to the officers, convincing them to at least let her have her phone. While her new savior fetches more blankets for the shaking actress, Lauren receives her phone. This allows her to set her revenge in motion by posting her pregnancy announcement on the internet and confirming who the father is. She then faces the crowd of onlookers and paparazzi, letting them glimpse her bloodied and handcuffed form in delight. Months later, Peter is still attempting to switch the narrative against Lauren. However, officers welcome him in his trailer and arrest him for sending an assassin after the woman. Meanwhile, Lauren discreetly walks with her baby and dog, picking up a magazine where she's featured as the glamorous new mom, proving that she took control of the story about the worst nights of her life.